Right now, all of these floods are causing a fuel frustration among drivers.
Now, we've been receiving so many calls from viewers who say they've been hunting for gas stations, trying to fill up their tanks. Many of those stations seem to be tapped out. Local 10's Trent Kelly has more.
From flooding problems to issues finding fuel, the list of challenges continues to grow for residents still struggling to clean up this morning. Here at this gas station in Pembroke Park, you can see all of the pumps have been taped off. Despite this, though, county officials stress there is plenty of gas to go around. The problem, they say, lies in delayed fuel deliveries. Streets still flooded in some Broward County neighborhoods. Sky 10 flying over some of the hardest hit areas on Saturday, 3 days after record rainfall swamped several neighborhoods near Fort Lauderdale.
I had 21 inches of water in my area.
Those affected now running into yet another problem, a lack of gas at several area gas stations. Some out completely, others only selling premium. This racetrack off Pembroke Road taping off all of their pumps, leaving drivers on a hunt to find fuel.
A couple gas stations I've been to had signs on them that they were out.
The mayor of Broward County says flooding near Port Everglades has delayed some fuel deliveries, but stresses there is no shortage of gas. In a statement, he writes, quote, "There is an adequate supply of fuel in storage, in addition to several tanker ships in port and offshore waiting to offload more fuel. Petroleum tankers that transport diesel and gasoline are in position to load and deliver to gas stations in the region. However, the public may experience some delivery delays, which is typical following natural disasters."
That means I gotta probably just leave this city and probably go to a neighboring city to get gas.
As for the flooding, officials say in some areas, about half of the water has receded since the peak on Wednesday, progress they hope will continue today.
So we're going to focus on the next 24 hours, trying to push as much of the water in the state's systems out in advance of this next storm system, which may be approaching sometime Sunday night, Monday morning.
As for the fuel issue, it's not just gas stations in Fort Lauderdale that are being affected. Obviously, this one here in Pembroke Park impacted as well. We've had reports of other gas stations in Plantation, even in Deerfield Beach, that are also running low. I can tell you just from my vantage point driving around this morning, it does look as though there are a few gas stations along Hallandale Beach Boulevard near I-95 that have gas this morning, but obviously that situation can change very rapidly. My best advice to you is to just call the gas station ahead of time before leaving home to make sure you're good to go. But obviously officials hoping this situation will resolve in the coming few days. For now, that is the latest from Pembroke Park. I'm Trent Kelly, Local 10 News.